580 Orlando, a Cox Media Group station.
Sports Center.
I'm John Brickley. Tiger Woods competing in a U.S. Open for the first time since Chambers Bay in 2015. Not the type of day Tiger envisioned for his opening round at Shinnecock Hills. Started his round off with a triple bogey, ended with an 8-over 78.
It's tough out there, but you shouldn't make two doubles and a triple. I had, 4 putt, and number one, I hit it right through the wind, and then it made, compounding my problems. I actually hit a really good flop shot. The wind actually knocked it down, didn't carry it, and then hit 2 bad putts on, 1 and 2. And, for most of the day, I just didn't putt well.
Tiger not the only big name to struggle. The group of Jordan Spieth, Phil Mickelson, and Rory McIlroy combined to shoot a score of plus 25. 4 players are tied for the lead at 1 under. One of those includes the world's number 1 in Dustin Johnson. In baseball on the ESPN app, Rays a 2-0 lead on the Yankees now in the bottom of the third. Padres and Braves are scoreless, while Justin Verlander improves to 10-1 on the road since joining the Astros, who beat the A's 7-3. Houston picking up their 8th straight win, who is now tied for first in the AL West with the Mariners, who will host the Red Sox coming up in the 10 p.m. hour. Phillies top the Rockies 9-3 as Philly has now won 3 of 4 since a 4-game losing streak. In soccer, the World Cup underway as host country Russia blanks Saudi Arabia 5-0. NFL, ESPN's Patriots reporter Mike Reese reports New England and Pro Bowl fullback James Devlin have finalized a 2-year contract extension.
Hey, it's Sagat. Join us Friday. We'll talk baseball with Tim Kirchy, and our friend Billy Bob Thornton is back on the show, and Sarah Spain will join us in studio. That's Friday on the Dan Le Batard Show with me, Sagat, on ESPN Radio.
Welcome everybody to the Kevin Sutton Show, where we are on 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 p.m. or 24/7 at KevinSuttonShow.com. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all under the username Kevin Sutton, where we bring the action, and of course, we definitely bring the nonsense. I'm going to call it right now, the best unscripted show in radio. I'm going to do it. I'll be hosting a show right now while Mayra is getting drenched outside. I can actually see her getting wet. And so, Sam, please hit my music, buddy. Okay. Today is Thursday, baby. And my words of wisdom for you all are that if you feel like you have a hole in your life, fill it with chocolate. That always makes it better. That's right. And also in the studio right now, I don't have Nick, don't have Cece. I got my man, Sam Taquito Burrito.
What's up?
What's going on, brother?
Did we change my name officially now to Taquito?
You lost weight, so yeah. I think,
but not enough to go from a burrito to the taquito. It's like you're talking like I lost 100 pounds.
What's in the middle?
I don't know. Gordito?
Flauta?
I don't know. Yeah, or like an arepa.
Arepa?
Something like that.
So
I have no idea.
It's going to be called arepa.
All right, let's go with it.
That doesn't sound right, though, if you think of it in English.
I
you
don't.
say it slowly.
You guys know the reason I have the nickname Burrito is not because I'm a larger guy. It's because my middle name is Burrito.
No.
You didn't know that?
Nobody told us that. We just said that because we thought you were a bigger dude.
No, because I remember when we came up with the nickname, like Kevin was here, they were all badgering me to come up with a nickname. I was like, my name is Samuel. People call me Sam. That's my nickname. Some people call me Sammy. I don't like that, but he's like, oh, I have one. When I was in high school, when I told my friends what my middle name was, they started calling me Burrito, and I love Chipotle, so.
Wow, well, that is literally, we did not know that.
Well, now we know.
Yeah, and once Mayra gets in, I'm going to tell her she's gonna freak out.
Well, I don't remember if she was there. I know Kevin was there for sure. I think you were there. So,
yeah. But you never told us that. But also in the studio, I got the lady. She is wet right now, not in a good way. Mayra with the ladies' point of view.
God. Hey! I'm having a good time.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. It's raining out there.
Yeah, I saw you.
Oh man, I tried to rush in there, but safety first.
Mayra.
Yes.
You know how we call Sam Burrito?
Yes.
His middle name is Burrito.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, that's why I told you guys people call me Burrito.
Oh, well,
I
that's not why we
could've
called
sworn
him
We thought because
Burrito.
you were a big dude.
Yeah.
Nope, that's it.
And we thought you liked burritos.
Nah, so my middle name is Burrito, like Frito, but with a B. And when I was in high school, I played soccer in high school. And when I told my friends that was my middle name, they were like, that sounds so much like Burrito. And I had been known for going to Chipotle all the time. So it just kind of stuck. At least in my high school soccer friends. Like, besides that, nobody else called me that.
That's crazy.
And then when Kevin was badgering me for a nickname, I was like, all right, Burrito, let's go with that.
Wow.
Learn
History lesson
learn something
learned
new
today.
every day.
That's
Wow.
right. That's right. And, we're missing Kevin as he's over at the hospital doing the daddy thing.
Saving the world one dad at a time.
Yes,
You guys should get a sounder with that.
I know. We should.
I like doing that though.
Okay, never mind.
I know. We
Sorry.
actually do. We do that. He does. That's like our me. And not to forget, the Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored by Cruz and Pasquera, PA, personal injury attorneys. Have you been in a car accident, slip and fall, or any kind of civil issue that you've got going on? Well, Cruz and Pasquera is a full service law firm. That's right. Offices in downtown Orlando. 407-841-0200. Did somebody give you your intro?
I did myself.
You did? How do
Yeah.
you do yourself?
Easily. I just say, Sam, hit my music. and then it works.
And we are it is the kickoff. It is the time.
I knew she
Of
was going to start with this.
course.
I knew.
World Cup. Do you know where the schedule is though?
You can
Sam?
find it pretty much on anywhere. Like if you go to FIFA.com or ESPN.com.
Okay,
or,
I'm
I like
excited.
to use an app called FootMob. That one's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So did they have a game today?
Yeah,
Was
first
it?
game of the World Cup was today. It was Russia versus Saudi Arabia.
And who won?
Russia won 5-0.
Wow, it's kind of like when Brazil got whipped by Germany.
She's 806. 806.
8:07. I got 8:07 on my clock.
And she's just already.
Hey,
That's
you
fine.
know what?
You know
And
what?
I'm steaming with my keychain. All right.
uh-huh.
And I went to this mixer, actually, a magazine. They have these.
Catalina wine mixer?
No, there's a magazine that every month when they uncover the cover of who's on the cover, they have a party downtown. And I went to this club called Celine downtown. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I'm not really.
There's so
into the
many.
club
I didn't
scene.
even know it either.
Celine Dion's?
No, it's called Celine's. It's a club downtown on Magnolia, right off of Pine Street. And
What kind of club?
It was I don't know. It was a after hours affair right now. So free drinks, free champagne, free sushi, free all this food and stuff like that.
Wow, thanks for bringing some.
Oh man, and so I went. I'm doing the political thing and introducing myself and stuff like that. And then I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get. But if not, I have my soccer jersey ready, and I was gonna wear it tonight.
Oh.
My Argentina soccer jersey.
I'm just saying, Mayra, I don't know much about politics. There's a lot of Brazilians in the air. You keep throwing this Argentina thing and saying 7-1.
when it's
I'm
like
just
They can't
saying.
vote though.
I didn't
I
say
can
that.
vote.
I
can
didn't say
vote.
that. Okay, that was Phil. But you know what? Every true person who's into soccer can understand a good conversation about soccer. Come on.
Nah, you're right. You're
You
right.
know,
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, it's not.
I'm just-
It's
I
not
want
like
you to win. I feel good. I feel like we have a good connection. I like you as a person. I want you to win. I'm just trying to give you a little advice on the Brazilian.
You
end.
know, I keep myself tamed when it comes to LeBron James because you guys know I'm not the biggest fan. I respect him as an athlete,
Okay,
but
I'll
I'm
give you
not
that.
not a Braun fan. Not a Braun fan. You know,
right.
I'm a KD fan straight up.
Yeah.
It's all good. But when it comes to like World Cup, this is really about country versus country. And I'm torn because my father is from Colombia
Oh.
and my mother's from Argentina. But Colombia, please, I love my Colombians. Don't
Yeah,
get me
they're
wrong.
okay.
Don't get me wrong.
They'll get out of the group stage.
I would probably root for Colombia because of their hot
You-
dogs.
Hot dogs.
You
What?
never had a Colombian hot dog?
No,
Oh my God.
that's not a real thing. It's an
Yes.
Americanized thing.
No.
Doesn't sound real to me.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
it's not real. It really is not real, Phil. We're telling you. Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay. It's like Colombian hamburgers.
You never been a junior Colombian burger?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's not really a Colombian,
Colombian,
thing. It's just
I
a
know.
guy from Colombia who made a burger and called
And
it
a hot
Colombian
dogs.
burger.
I know.
Actually, fun fact, he didn't even come up with the name Colombian burger. When it was a trailer, it was just juniors, I think. And then like a lot of people were calling it Colombian burger, and so he figured, let's just combine the name.
I know, because we know people who are like, Mayra, have you had those Colombian burgers? And I'm like, what Colombian burgers? And they brought a burger, and I was like, okay. I mean, it doesn't have no tostones on it or nothing like that, Like, what's it at? Now, you want some really good Colombian food? Okay, bueno, over on Cimarron. Have you ever been?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I
I
wanna
went there
go.
2 weeks ago. They
When
have
you
a
told me,
churrasco.
I looked at the menu and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it.
That's
I love
over
it.
by the Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so yummy. It's so yummy. So you got to head it out.
They have your sign there, don't they?
They will be. It's coming up.
So
signs are
does that
coming.
mean you get free food?
No, I wish. It's the opposite. I got to pay more for my
Oh, right.
But they have the best food, and they play all the soccer games. So they had some of the friendly games on that night, and that's when Argentina was playing Haiti. And it was a really good game. So I'm so excited. It's in Russia. I know some people actually heading to Russia this weekend. So how awesome would that be?
Wait, that's where the World Cup is?
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Yeah, and then they just pick out 2026.
Yeah.
Yep,
USA,
2026
North
came
America.
That's USA, right?
Exactly. USA, Canada, and Mexico.
How are we going to do that if we got a wall?
I think planes fly over walls.
Shimmy over them. That's wrong. That's really wrong. Hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show. I still think we have to do a little extra recap on Wrestling Wednesday because we never got to talk about Bella's.
And I also want to find out Sam's opinion on what's going on with LeBron.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he has a good one.
And I have to ask you an opinion on how you feel about Nick because Nick made me mad yesterday. So
Nick always makes him mad on Wrestling Wednesday.
I want to know what you think, Sam.
Hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show. This is the crew holding it down. We'll be right back. Oh, yes, we are back. This is the Kevin Sutton Show. Obviously, minus Kevin Sutton, who's over at the hospital saving the world.
One dad at a time.
Doing the daddy boot camp thing at Florida Hospital. But not to worry, because the crew is holding it down, and we tend to have a lot of fun when Kevin's not here.
Yes.
So we get to talk whatever we want to talk, and then we don't have to hear about him. Like his little comment when we went off the air last night.
About what?
Wrestling, remember?
Oh, that jerk. and he doesn't he farts, so
That's right, and it's stinky.
Hey guys, you can leave us a voice message on our website without even dialing a phone number. Just head to kevinsuttonshow.com, and on the right side of the screen, click on the speak pipe button. Keep it clean because we will play it on the air. You can ask us any questions or just give us a comment. But whatever you do, head to kevinsuttonshow.com.
Hey, how you doing today? Kevin Sutton. This is Coach Victor Rodriguez. I'm the assistant coach for the girls Orlando Future Stars basketball team, 5th grade here in Orlando. We're getting ready to go to nationals about 3 weeks from now to defend our title. We're about maybe $750 short from our goal for our girls attending national. If there's any help available or people that would like to sponsor or donate, every bit helps. $1, $5, $100, whatever it might be. If you could help in any cause to help this goal possible, please feel free to call me at 407-556-4976. 407-556-4976. Or please reach out to Kevin Sutton and let them know every donation is grateful for our girls. Thank you very much, and God bless everybody.
Have you seen those girls play?
Yes.
They're
hold on. These girls not only play amazing, they're amazing community ambassadors.
Yes.
When Kevin's camped out, they collected food. They brought it out to him in their jerseys.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, these are great girls. These are great examples of what sports and community and positive attitudes is all about.
You know what's funny? I work with Victor.
No way.
He didn't even, before we even got tight, he already knew who Kevin was.
That's crazy.
And then I'm like, hey, I'm on that show too.
hey, and if you guys are interested or want to know more, again, it's 407-556-4976, or you can hit us up on Facebook,
share.
whatever. I'm gonna give them a call. I got to give a donation because those girls are amazing, and they're not that far away from going to nationals. And the coaches are what really keeps that team going. You know, because it really is as coming from the coach level. You know, yes, part of it's the sport, but the other part is getting their head right to play, to be committed, to be loyal, and to play together and not against each other. And I don't mean like taking someone else down. It's like when you're trying to show up. You know, you know, and you really, it's a team sport. So you guys go, amazing girls. And if you want to see some good softball, go check out these girls anytime.
All right. Well, yesterday was Wrestling Wednesday, Sam, and you know how Nick is a troll when it comes to wrestling.
Nick is just mean. He's like a bully.
Like wrestling. Nick is a
hardcore
sports dude.
On the show before ours, he was bashing it. He was bashing wrestling.
Because he knew we were coming in with wrestling
And
Wednesday.
he was like, I can't believe it. I know they're listening. And I'm like, I sent him a message of I can't repeat on the air, but it was filled with curse words. But
I want to tell you something. If people don't know Dr. Phil, right? Mm-hmm. He's got his son in wrestling, and sometimes they go back and forth. Which one is more important? That's how committed Phil is to it. It's like another child of his.
Yes.
And when you talk bad about our kids, we come out swinging.
True. So Sam, my question to you: do you believe that pro wrestlers are athletes?
In the pure sense of the word athlete, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just being,
that's okay. That's
it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
it.
That's
all.
it.
That's fine.
Hey, and Mayra, I was doing a delivery today, and I had a nice gentleman named Kurt come up to me, and he knew I'm on the Kevin Sutton show, and he was listening last night.
You were driving the van?
No. He knew I was driving my van, but he came up to me and he told me that he was listening, and he was saying he was agreeing with us.
Yeah, of course, man. And all you got to do is watch any behind the scenes, even once, and see what these guys put themselves through to perform and compete at a great level so that people enjoy it, Yeah. That's what's amazing. And like I said, we kind of left off yesterday, and we're only going to do real quick, cup over. I had talked to you briefly about the Royal Rumble, the first time they let the ladies go, and I got to see like what these girls go through preparing. This is not... and you always have that grain of, can something go wrong?
Of course.
And it was interesting watching Nikki Bella with that last move when they took her off. Knowing her neck is the way it is, I'm surprised they went to that extreme where they had her going backwards.
Yeah.
That was...
You gasp for
You do a little bit. Even though they prepare their matches, but still, she couldn't have gone down, forward or with her arm or with her leg or something. It's just a little bit of you kind of say, because, we've seen great athletes from the WWE get injured permanently.
Yes.
Daniel Bryan. Yeah. Nikki, could have been paralyzed. Paige, whose career's over.
Yeah.
And there's many people whose careers have ended.
Or died.
Yeah. So it's a very, very intensive athletic, sport.
Sam, do me a favor. Get a bunch of pieces of paper and write wrestlers or athletes. So when Nick comes in here tomorrow, it's like all the monitors.
I'm sorry, I'm super distracted. They're showing the highlight of Game 6, Bulls Utah, where Jordan hit that shot over Brian Russell. I mean, and I saw that entire sequence. I've been super zoned out.
I wish we could have rewinded it because we missed it. That's where they won by 1 point, right?
What were you saying about athletes?
No, I was saying
it doesn't even matter now. Michael Jordan was just like doing his.
You killed me. No, I was saying before you leave, write wrestlers or athletes on a bunch of pieces of paper and put them on the monitor so when Nick comes in here.
Oh, okay, just to upset Nick.
Yeah. Just
I think I was thinking about this before I got distracted. The conversation more should be about, is wrestling a sport rather than if the wrestlers are athletes.
But they don't. They never said it was though.
No, so I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not saying. But that's where I think there's some legitimate debate to be had.
Well, to be fair, Nick said, are they athletes or actors? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, why can't they be both?
That's what I said.
That's what we say. That's exactly
he
we're
wants
saying.
To put them in boxes.
Because you honestly know, with the exception of a few wrestlers who are more old school who have kind of let themselves go. But for the most part, if you're not cut, ready, and heck, even running and sliding under that thing
is incredibly difficult.
Yes.
Kevin, I'm surprised Kevin was talking the crap he was, because
when
we went to Mayra Pro, they slammed him and he was like, this hurts.
It shakes every fiber of you. And I look at John Cena when he runs and he's like,
yeah.
It takes some. Have you ever seen anybody get stuck or mess up there?
Yeah, Vince McMahon tore both his quads doing that.
No way. Was it funny?
It was hilarious. I'll show you the clip. But,
you'll have to show me.
But Sam, also, just kind of recapping stuff. All this stuff going on with LeBron. We didn't get to hear your opinion on if he's going to leave, and if he's going to leave, where do you think he's going to go?
I think there's a 95% chance he leaves.
Okay.
So
where do you put your money on where he's going? Do you believe he's going to the West?
I have a whole spiel on this.
Do you have $1 you want to bet? We're putting it in a pool.
I'm down. I'll put $1 in LA.
Oh, great, we've got
just
one full dollar in it.
I love LA. I like the Lakers, so I'll put.
No. Okay. So tell us where you think he would go if he goes.
Yeah. So my thing is, it depends. Like, if you look at LeBron historically, when he left Cleveland to Miami, it was for championships. When he left Miami for Cleveland, it was for power. I don't
power.
know.
Hold on, but was it power and stepping up and saying, "Look what I can do"?
Yeah,
Because I think it was more than just power.
Yeah,
I think it was more of, this is how great I am. I'm coming to Cleveland to do this.
Yeah, nothing that LeBron does is single fold. He has multiple reasons for things.
Because he already has the power.
Primary reason for him to go to Cleveland was he didn't like that Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra and Mickey. I can't remember his name. I want to say Erickson or
doesn't matter.
Yeah, the owner of the Heat. I can't remember his name right now. Anyway, that they had a structure in place, and LeBron's friends couldn't, and not friends, his business partners and stuff like that, couldn't do what they wanted to do pretty much the entire time. And in Cleveland, Dan Gilbert essentially was like, dude, you can do whatever you want here. Just come home. It's all yours. Essentially, people have the not conspiracy theater, but people say he's the GM and the coach.
Oh, yeah. Sam, but let me hold on. But remember when he left Cleveland and what they said?
Yeah.
He'd never come back.
No, that's fair.
And then he went and became huge. Great, huge, bigger. Huger is not a correct word. But he was already phenomenal when he was in Cleveland. And then he goes to Miami and breaks boundaries, Yeah. And so, of course, Cleveland was like, oops, They were groveling, from that whole letter that they had out on billboards and all that about how he'd never be welcome back to Cleveland. And suddenly it's like, whatever you want, man. Here's the key to the city, to the locker room. Who do you want as a coach? Who do you want as your team? Whatever you want, LeBron.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why he came back, because he could have all that power. And now the question is, what is most important? Is it championships? Is it power? Is it, the city? And I don't know what the answer is. But in my mind, if I was LeBron, I would go to a place where, one, I trust the front office, and two, I would have a decent amount of input, but I would still have some sort of people who knew what they were doing. So and I think LA is that place.
Okay, LA.
Now, I disagree, because I think that LA is full of famous people. Magic Johnson.
Yeah, no, I'm saying within the organization,
Kobe,
not the city.
But here's when we're going to that power thing. We were talking about trifold when it comes to LeBron. He would be one of the ones who've come out of LA.
But this is what LA does.
In Cleveland, though, he is Cleveland. I always call it, LeBron versus the Golden State.
Cleveland LeBrons.
I don't even call it Cleveland. I call it LeBron. It's like he's, Miami, he went and he showed what he could do. Cleveland, he came and proved it that he could do it without it, the way he wanted. He goes to LA, he's in the Kobe shadow.
I don't think so. I think people already recognize. I don't personally recognize him as better than Kobe, just because I'm a homer and I admit my biases. But in the NBA community, he's recognized as a better player than Kobe already.
He's the GOAT.
That's a different conversation.
That's a different conversation.
I still say
I just saw that shot over Russell. It was beautiful. I don't know what to tell you.
I still say if he goes to LA, he'll be living in Kobe's shadow.
I want
him to stay in the East. He's got to stay. To me, he's got to stay in the East.
I'd prefer him to go to Houston, actually.
Oof. I
think Houston would be cool.
Though. That's the thing. They don't have that much money to
Jesus
spend.
split the water for Moses, so anything's possible.
Hey,
hey, this is the Kevin Sutton Show. We're gonna be back because miracles can happen.
Yeah, let's talk some World Cup.
Yes, I'm getting my schedule up. Yeah.
Warning, warning, warning. You are listening to the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando. You have been warned.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and relax. Let your head bop to the side. Oh. Yes. This is the Kevin Sutton Show, coming to you live, loud, and proud from ESPN 580 Orlando. This is me, Mayra, the ladies' point of view, with Dr. Phil, holding it down in the studio, doing our thing. And we have to do justice, and we have to talk a little bit about the World Cup.
Let's do it.
And since I've got someone, let's do some predictions for this weekend.
And Mayra, normally I'm not. I'll admit it. I'm not a huge soccer fan.
No,
but I'm not gonna do Nick, and I'm not gonna be a jerk about it. I'm gonna keep my mind open, and I'm gonna be down with whatever you guys say. So you guys, both of you, Sam, Mayra, you guys are gonna have to educate a brother on what's going on with the World Cup. You said it's in Russia this year.
It is. The 2018 FIFA World Cup is taking place in Russia. It kicked off today, which, you know what, Sam, we were talking about Saudi Arabia and Russia. They played today. Russia had to win. How do you host the cup and not win the first game, you know?
I was actually talking to Phil before
he
the
showed
show.
me a picture.
There's a picture of Vladimir Putin, the Russian president.
Of course.
That's
a household name now.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Gianni Infantino, the FIFA president.
Oh, man.
And I'm not sure what his name is, but the Prince of Saudi Arabia, all sitting together during the game. And Russia goes up in the 13th minute, and Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA, and Vladimir Putin just look at him and shrug their shoulders as if like, oh, it's all's going according to plan.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, a little fishy.
Oh, man. But okay, that being said, they can't take the cup.
No,
Russia,
no.
But, there's some interesting games. Of course, there's some games that I'm not super excited about. But at the same time, you're Brazilian and my background's Argentine and Colombian. This has always been our life, soccer. And to some people, to some very extremes, even to teams here in the U.S. Before Orlando City Soccer, there was like Galaxy over on the West Coast. It was a really good team. A lot of great teams that actually play very aggressive. But everyone kind of takes part in the World Cup. That's just a tradition. But so the interesting game taking off tomorrow that I think will be interesting is Portugal versus Spain. Right? You've got Uruguay and Egypt. Okay. But that Portugal-Spain game, let's do some predictions. What do you think? Portugal and Spain. Now, these are Barcelona's in Spain, which is one of the top teams. Who plays for Barcelona? Not Messi, but
for the players that play in Spain?
Yeah.
Jordi Alba, the left back, Gerard Piqué, center back. They both play for Barcelona. I think that might be it. Just because most of the Barcelona team, the starters are not Spanish.
I know. Right?
Yeah. There's a couple players, like a guy like Sergio Roberto, that should have made this squad but didn't. But that's the only two I can think of right off the bat. I can't remember anybody else.
And to break this down, Phil.
Sergio Busquets. Sorry.
While we're schooling, so basically, Leo Messi's from Argentina. Okay, but he plays. What team does he play for?
For Barca. Yeah.
He plays for Barcelona, which they had. It's like coming to play for the Orlando City Soccer. We have Brazilian players like Kaká, exactly. But then when it's time for the World Cup, you retreat back to your country. Exactly.
Team. Okay.
So this is where you take the best of your best. But these guys play together all the time. They're even teammates a lot of times. Ronaldo, Leo. Right. These guys are friends.
That's one of the big ones with this Portugal game is Ronaldo plays at Real Madrid, and a lot of Real Madrid players play on the Spain national team.
So it's kind of funny in that way. But who do you predict for the game between
you said Portugal and Spain?
Portugal and Spain.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm going with Spain. It's close, though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a tie, just because Spain fired their coach a day before the World Cup started.
No, what happened?
Wait, what's up with that?
There's a lot of stories going around, but essentially Real Madrid had a coaching opening, one of the biggest clubs in the world. They won the Champions League 3 years in a row. And they decided to hire this coach. His name is, I think it's Julian. It's like Julian, but Spanish, you don't say the J. Julian Lopetegui. I can't pronounce it. It's a hard name to pronounce. Yeah, it's Lopetegui, I think. Anyway, 2 days before the World Cup started, they hired him, and he didn't give anybody in the Spanish Federation notice. Like, according to the Spanish Federation president, he said that he found out 5 minutes before the press conference.
Say
no.
What?
Yeah, so he was like, I think this is unacceptable behavior. We're not gonna let you coach the World Cup.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that was...
I wouldn't have done it, mainly because I think the Federation's job is to give your team the best chance to win.
Absolutely.
And firing your coach causes turmoil. Obviously he was undefeated as a Spanish coach. He won 14 games.
Why would they do that though? I mean,
it comes down to political too. Spain has always had political issues because of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Barcelona is in a part of Spain that's called Catalonia, and they've always wanted to be independent from Spain. And so a lot of that has filled the rivalry onto the soccer pitch. And since Lopetegui is going to Madrid and there are players from Barcelona on the Spanish team, there's some sort of, some sort of, I want to say, fear that Lopetegui's is gonna get information on these guys and use it at Real Madrid, stuff like that. It goes really deep.
Soap
it's been
opera.
rooted for years.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, this is a huge point. Now Saturday is going to be a great day. We're starting off the day with France versus Australia, and then we've got Argentina versus Iceland.
Now, both of you guys. Is this a single elimination, double elimination?
No,
how does this work?
It's a group stage first, the top 2 out of 7 or 6 groups advance to the knockout stage.
How long does the World Cup go through? To the end of June, right?
Mid-June. Or mid-July, sorry. Yeah, so like July 14th, I think, is the final.
Okay.
And you can never, one of the interesting things, so right now you can lose and still not be eliminated because that happened 4 years ago. At this point, obviously, as it gets closer up, as you get closer to the Cup, you do,
then
there's a point. There's multi levels. Right now, you can still make it if you lose your game, and then you go to the next level. Then you can come into a numbered order of who you would play to go further. Yeah, as part and all goes into that is like if you're 0-0, if you're 1-0, it's basically staging where you are.
Okay.
Yeah. So essentially, for the group stage, if you win, you get to play. If you win the group, you come in first. You play the second seed from a different group. And then from there, it goes into a knockout stage based on a bracket that's like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the whole purpose is not only to win, but to get more goals. Because the more goals you have...
goal difference comes into play after. It's like if you have more points, then you get past. But if you're tied on points, then it goes to goal difference.
Yeah.
Which is when you add up and the goals scored and the goals suffered against.
So it's very intricate, because with soccer it's crazy, it's not a very high scoring sport unless it's like Brazil versus Germany, but
throwing it in there.
I'm gonna walk out one of these days, I swear.
but no, in all seriousness, that's not normal. Even
It's
today,
not normal
Russia
at all.
5-0, that's not normal. I mean, when you're talking about the best of a nation, you're lucky. There's some games that could be 0-0 or 1-1.
Yeah.
That's not unusual to go whole 90 minminutes and no one score. So that, because you're talking about the best athletes,
Sounds
it's
like my high school dating.
But I
0
think
for 0.
I think it'll be interesting. So Argentina versus Iceland, then you've got Peru versus Denmark, which should be a decent game too. And then you got Croatia, Nigeria. Nigeria, it's interesting team. They've, over the years.
They have the coolest jerseys in the world.
Really?
Did you hear this story about the Nigerian World Cup kit? So Nike came out with this cool, like intricate, like almost tribal design on their kits.
Wow.
I'll show it to you later. They sold out within 2 minutes online. I think it was something like 3 million kits.
Wow.
And then I think also in London, there was a 3-hour wait in a couple of stores that were selling the kits. And I don't think you can even buy them now. Like if you go like 2 weeks after they were released, you still can't buy them.
I got to tell you, I mean, I love my Argentina jersey. It's blue and white, obviously. But there's something about the Colombian jersey that really is kind of fly. It just looks really sharp when you see it out there. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like a bright yellow, kind of gold, kind of like the gold of Argentina.
Okay.
With their emblem. I mean, with Colombia.
Okay.
So we have a Colombian jersey. My dad bought my daughter a Colombian jersey. And then I have my Argentina jersey. Now, on Sunday, you've got Costa Rica versus Serbia, which Costa Rica's a really good. They're pretty decent, too.
Yeah, I think they finished second in the CONCACAF, which is the federation here in North America. So they're a decent squad. They got a couple players.
And then Sunday's a big day for you guys. Germany versus Mexico. Which
That's going to be interesting right
That's
there.
going to be interesting.
A good game there.
And then Brazil versus Switzerland, which I think it's almost like Argentina and Iceland. Brazil versus Switzerland.
I think Switzerland's a little better than Iceland, but Brazil should handle it fine. Brazil got really lucky. They're in a group with Switzerland, Costa Rica, and Serbia. Nobody who's really threatening that first place spot.
I didn't hear you guys mention the USA.
Yeah, well,
about that.
What's up with that?
They're not in it.
We're not?
You really didn't know that?
Dude, I don't pay attention to soccer at all. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we didn't qualify.
Oh. I didn't know that.
The best of the best.
Yep.
Wow.
I think the teams that qualified from North America were Costa Rica, Panama, and Mexico. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
That's it.
So how many teams total?
I think it's 40.
Okay.
I want to say 40.
Okay.
It might be
I'm
40.
bad at math.
I'm not quite sure because I'm seeing a lot of countries now repeating. But as this progresses, the games will be more competitive and more entertaining too. It's kind of like the friendly start.
Yeah.
But did Haiti make it? No, I didn't think so.
So there's 8 groups, and there's 4 teams in each group. You can do the math if you want to.
8 groups, 4 and 8 times 4. Yeah.
32.
Yep.
There you go. That's
question. Where can we watch these games?
Well, that's
besides
great.
OK Bueno.
No. Actually, Fox is going to be running most of them, and then Telemundo, and then if you've got like the extended series of any kind of cable sports network,
yeah,
I'm sure
I think
you
it's
can find
Fox
it.
Sports 1 and Fox regular antenna Fox, and then
Now, are these games going to be airing live since they're in Russia? I mean, they're like
what is the time change over there?
I think they're 7 or 8 hours ahead.
Because I see like on Saturday the first game is starting at 6 a.m.
Yep, that's right.
And so
the first games will start at either 8 or 6, and then there'll be like a game every 3 hours.
Yep.
Do you want to ask Google what time it is in Russia right now?
Yeah, ask Google what time it is.
What time is it in Russia?
The time in Moscow, Russia is 3:41 a.m.
All right.
Okay, so it's 8:41, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 7 hours.
There you go.
There you go. So that means when they're playing here at 6 a.m. on television, they're way ahead of us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
what is the weather like in Russia right now?
It's not cold. It's
vodka.
Exactly, vodka. The Moscow game today for Russia versus Saudi Arabia was, I think the forecast was like 60 degrees and a little overcast.
Okay.
So it's cool. It's not going to be warm at all.
Remember 4 years ago? It was
oh my God,
crazy hot.
Yeah, especially in the northeast of Brazil, where I'm from, is from the northeast, like the most like near the equator part of Brazil.
And they had the Zika thing and everything during the Olympics. It was very, very cautious too.
Yeah, I mean that's regular for South America.
But at least in Russia we won't have those issues because there was a lot of issues 4 years ago about people not being able to sustain with the heat.
Now, didn't Russia get eliminated from the Olympics because of
Putin?
Because of corruption and
not drugs, but
PEDs.
PEDs. Yeah.
So how does this make
different
them
different governing bodies? FIFA and IOC are different.
Yeah, but wasn't there a huge scandal with FIFA too?
Yeah, but that wasn't about drugs. That was about corruption in the FIFA Congress itself and like selling the World Cup bids for money. So like how we got to Russia and how we got to Qatar in 2022, it was brought out that those federations paid key members in the FIFA Congress to get that World Cup there.
What's wrong with that?
That's wrong, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like if you look at it as a business, but FIFA comes out like
they do that with WrestleMania. Cities bid for.
It's true. I mean, it's one of those things that because it wasn't transparent, people got up in an uproar, and going to a country that doesn't even have soccer stadiums in Qatar really got people upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, and come on, we have to have transparency. People are losing faith in everything nowadays. Come on. Can we at least have it a little?
You guys can keep your faith in Kevin Sutton Show.
That's right, because you know what? We're here. We love you. And always here for our community, always here for action sports, mainstream sports, and now World Cup. Yeah. So this is the crew holding it down. We are going to be right back. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is the Kevin Sutton Show coming to you live, loud, and proud. This is the crew holding it down as Kevin is overdoing the daddy thing at Florida Hospital.
Saving the world one day at a time.
But not to worry, we just talked a little wrestling. We talked a little World Cup. And we talked even a little bit. Somehow we always talk about LeBron James.
Well, dude, he can go to the bathroom and people will start reporting on it.
Hey, we said that on social media, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's right. But, we want to remind our listeners the Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored by Cruz and Pascara Personal Attorneys. That's right. Listen, you may actually already have an attorney and you're in a case right now. And sometimes you sit back, you're kind of frustrated because you're like, what's happening with my case? I just don't feel like my lawyers are doing enough for me. Maybe they're too busy. They don't return your calls. Well, you know what? Cruz and Pascara, they offer free case evaluation. That's right, free. No strings attached. You don't have to pay anything. They're going to go over your case and they're going to say, you know what, Phil, have they done this or this? And you're going to be like, no. Yeah. What do you mean that? You know what? They do free case evaluation. You may be, everything may be going right or things may not be right. So whatever you need, call Cruz and Pascara. They're happy. I'm telling you, you're not a client there. You're family. Be ready for bear hugs. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And no Jolly Ranchers.
Yes. I got to actually, someone from work got in a bad accident.
Ooh.
Again.
Another one?
So yeah, another one. DJ Khaled, another one.
No.
No. Yeah, so I gotta actually,
get them over there.
Get them over there because there's a time frame that
you do. You want to get in there really quickly.
Essentially 2 weeks before you can file a claim.
My campaign manager, same thing happened to him. He was in a car accident. And luckily,
people getting rear-ended, man. People getting rear-ended.
This is some guys. They were speed racing down Redbug Road. Yeah, and he's lucky that he was alive.
Wow.
Yes, and Cruz and Pesquera is taking care of him, and he really likes the service. So Cruz and Pesquera, offices downtown Orlando. Give them a call at 407-841-0200. Or you know what? You can go to our website, kevinsuttonshow.com, and click on the link, and it'll take you right to them.
Now, guys, Sam and Mayra, I know I don't know anything really about soccer or the World Cup, although I did hear that we're getting it in 2026, right?
Mm-hmm. Very exciting.
How is that going to work when the whole continent is included? Like, what cities are going to be picked? Like, how does that? Because I know we have a huge stadium.
If you don't mind, I'll start on this, and if you can go ahead. Usually, it's kind of like the Olympics. You prepare for it. You have like. I'm not saying that the city lines, but those are new stadiums. It's kind of like when we prepare for the All-Stars. Okay. When we got the All-Stars here because we had a new arena, they're going to go for where they have the best facilities, where they can house at the field.
Camping World, though.
I don't know. That may be too small, right?
Camping World is huge.
No, Camping World is 65,000, so it'd be good.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're going to be that lucky to get it.
We're in the consideration. I think there's 17 cities that are being considered for the U.S.
And also, they look at being able to house who comes. Mm-hmm. The tourist factor, hotel rooms, availability, transportation.
Which we got that down.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that Orlando has got to be a hub for that.
But it's political, too.
Yeah. One of the main issues in Orlando is, the stadium is big, but it's not the nicest stadium out there. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it's, the good thing is that it's a tourist attraction and we have all these hotels and we have Disney. So I think we're going to be right on the border of getting it or not getting it, in my opinion. But as far as the World Cup in 2026, they're expanding the field from, 32 now to 48. And then it's going to be 60 games here in the U.S., 10 in Canada, and 10 in Mexico. And everything from the quarterfinals onto the finals is going to be in the U.S., with, I think, Levi Stadium in San Francisco getting a semifinal, and the Meadowlands, or not the Meadowlands, MetLife Stadium in New York is getting the final. That's what we know about it so far.
For sure.
For sure, yeah.
Now, what would be kind of cool? Now, you guys know I'm running for office, right? Mm-hmm. County Commission, District 3. Larry Uribe. I would be able to go to the game. Sam, you and I? Because I don't think Kevin would appreciate it.
I have a distant uncle that works for the Brazilian Federation. Uh-huh. So he hooked me up for the Copa America. I got to see the Paraguay, I want to say Panama game, and I got to see the Brazil-Haiti game. By the way, 7-1. We won that game.
It's Haiti.
Yeah. But
okay. It's Haiti. Brazil, Germany.
I'm just saying.
That's like Cleveland and Golden State. Okay, I'm sorry. You guys are the best. You can't say I'm the best in one and then go and tout beating a team that didn't even make it through the World Cup. I'm just saying.
2026 is still a ways away, but you know what's going to be finished by then?
The show.
I-4.
Oh, true. 2021, 22, 23.
Can you do something about that, Mayra, city commissioner?
Let me just, county commissioner. I will work on that. What's crazy is Faithy Fun Time. Mm-hmm. I told her by the time she's ready to go to college, hopefully in 2022, she can get on the new I-4.
Yeah, I-4 will please be finished.
Oh my gosh, they have made a lot of improvements though already. You can see the change, like the new branch
I see it
going
every night. It's a pain in the butt.
I know.
Yeah.
What's really sad is that by the time they're done, it's not going to be big enough.
Right? They'll need to expand some more.
Of course it will. Yeah. One of the bad things in transportation is that we always look to fix the right now. We don't look to fix the future.
Yeah.
And so we'll be back here in 7 years trying to fix our problem again.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But anyways, it would be pretty amazing, So your hookup, my hookup, we'd be in there. You'd get seat tickets. I'd get us backstage. Okay.
Hey, you got those backstage tickets, I'm taking them. I'm not.
Okay.
Don't even give them to anybody else.
You guys never. Okay, I know you guys are about your national teams.
Mm-hmm.
Besides those teams.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think has potential to win? You can't name your own team.
Okay. I mean, let's be honest.
Who do you think is
Germany is going to be up there.
Yeah, Germany, Spain.
I get to say Brazil. You get to say.
I would say Argentina.
Thank you.
Can we bet on these? Can we bet on these games?
I think Victory Casino Cruises has lines on it. I think we were talking to Michael Matz earlier. He said that.
Is there a favorite?
Yeah, I think Brazil and Germany are splitting. I think Brazil in some books are a favorite in Germany, and some books are favorites there. I think they're like 9-1, and then Germany's like 10-2 or something. I don't know how that works. But yeah, last time I saw it was Brazil and Germany were the favorites. Argentina, I think, were 5th in the.
And you know,
I'm going to say France.
France is up there.
I'm going to say France.
4 years ago, Argentina wasn't even considered to be it to the finals.
Yeah,
I mean, so anything can happen, and that's what's crazy about the World Cup.
I bet my dollar on France. I don't
Anything
know why,
can happen.
You want to do a pool there of soccer?
Yeah. Sacre bleu.
I don't think
This is the guy that thought Houston was going to win the
I was
NBA
so close. If they didn't miss 27 threes in a row, they would have been in the NBA Finals.
Just repeat that. Repeat that again.
If they didn't miss 27 threes in a row, they would have gone to the finals. Okay?
That's just crazy. You know, do you think if Houston would have played, here's funny, real quick before we have to leave. Do you think if Houston would have played Cleveland, Houston would have won still?
Yes.
Or Cleveland would have won?
I think Cleveland would have had a better chance of winning.
They wouldn't have got swept.
If I were to put money on it, I would have taken Houston.
You know, one of the things I admire about Golden State is that they came out every day and played as if they were the underdog. And that's how I live my life right now, as I'm the underdog, working hard. And you know what it proved? Success.
Man,
you know, come on.
So who's Kevin Durant? Who's Steph Curry between you and Kevin?
Oh, I'm KD.
Okay.
I've always been KD from the moment I met him, but Kevin will act like he's KD. But he's always got his LeBron's, flip-flops right at the door. So
yeah,
it means nothing. Kevin, there's no loyalty with
I'm
Kevin.
Draymond Green. I'm throwing elbows and kicking people in the nads.
Hey, you know what? We have had so much fun. This has been a great hour. We talked some World Cup, wrestling, and a little bit of NBA. And, we're going to keep tabs on this. It's going to be an exciting season for the World Cup. And all great things happening tomorrow. We're going to have
Frank Velez from
Fiebre NBA.
Well, Fiebre Sports. He has so many different pages.
I know.
It's the largest Hispanic sports page in the world.
He'll be in the studio with us. This is the Kevin Sutton Show. I'm Myra, the Lady's Point of View. Dr. Phil and Burrito Sam.
Don't forget to download our podcast, guys. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, all that jazz.
All under the Kevin Sutton Show. You got us.
5 stars.
Love you.
Peace.